This is from a goat, and it's got the buckskin on it, the deer hide, and then it's got these. It's also on here. These are deer hooves. See, these are deer hooves. Another thing I can say about my bag here, it makes noise, you know, so I can't sneak up on anybody. Yeah.
Do you use like fish bones to make?
We do. We use the backbones as beads. Yeah. We'll pass that around. But the interesting thing about my bag is when I made this, I wasn't very old. I was about maybe 12 or 13 when I made this. And I designed it, and I was showing my grandma. I said, oh, I'm going to make this bag. And I think I had the bird on it. And she says, oh, make sure you have room, put a mirror in there. I was like, how come I want a mirror? And she said, well, if somebody has a bad thought or gets mad at you, they'll be mad and they'll think about you. Well, when they think about you, it'll bounce off. She says, or if you have your lipstick in your purse, you can put your lipstick on good. So she was kind of joking, you know. And she made me put the deer hooves, so she said I couldn't sneak up on anybody. And some of the other, talking about beads, I brought some old beads. I won't pass these around. But one of our beads we like is wampum. And wampum is a trade item that was really, really good. And it's still really good. I have wampum on right here. This one, it's old. This wampum came from the Columbia River, and it's made out of the little freshwater mussel shells. You see them in the river? They're everywhere, but one of those shells it's a very special shell you got to find. They got to be thick, and you got to be able to carve it, one bead out of each shell. And this has like maybe 1,000 shells on it. And then we also have bone wampum. This is made out of deer bone. That's kind of old, that one. This is an agate shell wampum. This is really old, this one. My grandma gave me that one, yeah. This one's, this one's at least 50 years old. This one's over 100 years old. Well, the first glass beads that were brought here, though, were these ones. These are very old. They're called white hearts, and they're from Italy. And how did they get here from Italy? Anybody have an idea? They probably brought them on ships, you know, people who traded. So if you think about it, if these were coming from Italy, they probably left Italy and went to England. And then from England, they were put on a boat and came to Connecticut or New York. And then they traded with those Indians, or they kept coming, and they traded with the Ohio Indians, and then they traded with the Sioux Indians or the Mandans or Hidatas, who traded with the Blackfeet Indians, who traded with the Nez Perce, and the Nez Perce brought them to the Columbia River. So these traveled a long, long ways before they got here.
Look at these. They was throwing like make a song though.